Hello, everyone. I think you know what time it is because we have the map. So, yeah, I'm not even going to like blab on. I'm just going to start. Also, cities are like fixed. Also, actually, no, shut up for a sec. I am going to blab on for a sec. I made a language layer. It mainly only includes like actual like land masses. I think it only includes actual land masses. Yeah, only like actual countries, like not like outside areas like the religion map does. Which I actually kind of should like redo real quick. Cause like oh wait, no mind, I'm stupid. Anyways, yeah, map time. We see it's not actually more expansion into an area that you think you would see. Surprisingly, it's more into the Arab desert. Why do I have a notification? I will check that in after this video. Anyways, we see more information, not information. We see more exploration and I don't know why I thought. Anyways, and now it's now all known about. Also, they discovered that island because why not? Islands are cool. So yeah, they now know about all of the Pen- why should I say Arab? All of like this area, and more exploration happens down here. Eventually, like a little network happens like here. So now we have like a little network going like bing, bap, boom. So a bit like a triangle. Oh, I have not done this yet. I need to redo this. Actually, I'm gonna redo it now. We see the trade route go into northern areas of here, splits off to here, as well as over to here, and it also splits off to down here and over to here, where it just does this. And there's obviously gonna be like a little one that goes over to here. So, big bang, boom. And now back to your regularly scheduled programming of death. So we see more explorations. I don't actually know where, so 40. I'm just gonna like redo these like orders because they look horrible. Okay, yeah, that looks more natural. So yeah, they know about. I'm gonna turn off trade routes. They know now about all this. And now we're going to see our first war in a hot second. Why? They speak the same language. And they don't share the same religion. They both have a trade route going to their capitals though. So where is this wonderful, wonderful war going to be? It is going to be between these two countries. The like dark bluish purple and the greenish team. Like the sage green team. The aggressor of this war is going to be the sage green. No, not the sage green, sorry. The like purple country. No, like the blue country. With the intent of just like uniting all like of these speakers. Although not really, they just like want more land. And they do kind of want to do that. Also, the green team's government's not very stable. So they managed to take this city as well as reach the Polish border. They get close to these two cities, encircling them, and reaching the outsides of both of these cities, as you can see right here. They take this city, as well as cut across and take over here. They go up, eventually they reach around and begin besieging the capital, where in this time, these two cities fall, and then goodbye. And now, what will the peace treaty be? Well, this full annexation. And now, ooh, I've been waiting to do this for a while. Yeah, I removed a capital. Anyways, yeah, the blue team grows stronger. So that is the first of, well, proper event of this video, except for over here. Now we see some more expansion happen over here. The first one being the expansion of Crimea into Ukraine. I'm on the wrong layer. Into Crimea into Ukraine. Well, not necessarily Ukraine, but like Crimea Deluxe. Eventually, like, becoming like this big. Oh! I just realized I should probably like check on other countries while I do this. Just to make sure that I don't accidentally annex any other countries. We'll see. Anyways, I forgot to do something, so, hold on, I will do that just now. Just give me a sec. Save as. Actually, just one moment. I'm going to go back until just before the episode, because I just forgot to save it. I don't actually know how many times I flipped. I think that's good, because I think the rest is just layer visibilities. Yeah, that's good now. So save as episode 5. And now just bap, uh, boom, bing. And now flip these around and just control Y. There we go. I remembered. Anyways, now we see the next event happening after this, because this just happened. We see more Bulgarian expansion. And by expansion, I mean, what the? I mean, war. I don't like how that looks. I'm just gonna. I mean, war. They annexed these two well, pockets. They claim not claim. Why can't I? Why is my English not Englishing? We see these two pockets get fighting. Yes, fighting, and they begin going out, eventually taking all of over here. But not all good because ta-da! Yeah, you're dying tonight. I'm kidding, they're not gonna die, they're going to. Although, like, a thing happens over here, so yeah, they broke through. And then they, like, that's a race. They begin, like, going into here, eventually connecting up, and reclaiming this, and this. Surprisingly doing well. Why well? Because Bulgaria is a strong. They take here, but uh-oh, here comes Bulgaria. Bang. That is now Bulgarian. Bang, 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 bang. That's now Bulgarian. They go further and further down, eventually going here. And eventually, when they reach over here, they choose to just surrender. So now I will show you. Oh, that's not. Um, and now I will show you what a peace treaty looks like. which will look like this, where we see the Bulgarians annex this, no, this, this, you, and you. And then we see a rebellion happen in, like, Serbia. And the borders look like this. Why there a rebellion? We are not happy with this government. Why are you green? There. Yeah, the rebellion begins by just moving out, taking here, eventually taking all of the south. Eventually they take the capital. And why are they doing so? Why do you stop? Eventually, just the whole country falls, and that's because like the people were really on board with this rebellion. Like the government's not very stable. So although I'll keep the same color, this is a different country. But now we go to the birthplace of civilization, not humanity. Because I don't think humanity came over in France. Hold on. Let me just see real quick. Because this looks weird. Right, now. Oh, yeah, that is definitely a different color. Why is this country. I mean, why is this capital gold? So weird. Anyways, that's now fixed. So, why do we come over here? New layer. Oh boy. Bing bap bing bap bing bap boom. Now bing bap. Ooh, I was right. I did it. Yeah. What's the alliance gonna be? I bet you're all excited to see. I just reveal what's got. Damn it. You might as well now just like wonder who it's gonna be with. So, let me tell you. It's going to be a square alliance. And the nations in it are going to be Rome, Bulgaria, and you. Like Czechia. Bap, bing, boop, balls. So now we have the military alliance of the Red. And now all these countries have one thing in common. They want to expand. Let me tell you why. No. Because look. France. They're the birthplace of civilization. The blue team broke out of them. The green team broke out of them. These guys broke out of them. They want revenge. These guys, yeah, they kind of just invaded them. That's like the whole reason they're here. Bulgaria. Yeah, same. But Rome's a bit more surprising. They don't want to expand their area. They want to expand their influence. And I don't just mean, like, I don't mean just like neighboring countries like Venice. Yeah, like I don't mean just like Venice or like these guys, these no, 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 fine. These guys, and like these guys. They want a hegemon over like a lot more. And by a lot more, I mean all of Iberia, the blue team, Venice, these guys, you, 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 and you. They want a hegemon. They want to be the leader of the political world of Europe. Which, although yes, it's a different reason on why they're here than the others, it's still a similar reason. And now, one last event before I end this video. It's not a war. It's not a country achieving land. It's not the exploration of land. But I will just fix that. I will just, like, okay. And it's not the exploration of land, and it's not an expansion of a country, a war, or any alliance being made. Civilization has rose up in China, and that is where I'm going to end today's video. I will probably give these guys a color in, like, you know what, NASCAR, I'm just going to do it now. We see the dark green team beat Civilization, and I'm going to end the video here. Goodbye forever. Right. Just so you guys know, it's like nearly 10:30 p.m. while I'm recording this, so I'm a bit tired while I do this. And two things before I start this video. First of all, I'm at 203 subscribers. Nice. And second of all, stream. Not actually sure when I'm gonna do the stream. Yeah, I don't actually know when I'm gonna do it, but probably next week. Because I don't think I'm gonna do it this week. Anyways, I'm just gonna like get on with this. Like, first thing we see is oh, is more invasion. No, more exploration into Egypt. Also, just so you guys know, I did make like a few border readjustments, like one with like the Netherlands and Belgium. Yeah, just so you guys knew. Anyways, yeah. So that's one. And now we see more exploration, like one onto this island. Don't ask how they got to here. And then more exploration up here. And eventually we see like a Russia get formed, and I'm gonna just give it like my normal Russia color. But like a lot more blue, so like this color. Let me actually just place it down and see like do similar to them. I'm gonna make it a bit like darker and a bit bluer. Yeah, that's good, that's good. Russia begins expanding up. Eventually taking a lot of over here. And that's what I'm gonna do over here. Because we're gonna set our sights over to China. As you know, Civilization has just restarted. Also, just so you guys know, don't you dare make an episode 6, episode 7 joke. Don't you dare make a 6, 7 joke. I will personally assassinate you. Anyways, as you guys know, China was just recently made. Because, like, Civilization was just Civilization. And they're quite new. So they're going to want to do some expanding. Now, they're going to do some expanding. Mainly going up the coast. But also go... What? Okay, so apparently they're not... What? What? Yeah, so apparently China was not the first China to China inside of China. Or Taiwan. So yeah. a lot of Chinas are now Chinaing, and yeah, this is a mess. And what are we going to see happen in this general area of China in China? Well, I'm not glad that you asked. This is what? That's why I'm glad that you didn't ask. Yeah, China's China in Chinally. China's just invading everyone. Like these, China is China-ing, but so is China over here. It's just all a mess. Like China over here, like purple China, they've taken back all their stuff. And again pushing back, eventually taking all their land. And then they begin pushing into this country. It's just a mess over here. Don't question like this area, because the red team, this dark red team's in 3 spots. This spot will be important later on. I'm just gonna say that much. Anyways, back over to Europe. You see this square thing? Well, it's gonna do some square stuff. And fun fact, all 4 countries are going to be doing something. First of all, we go over to the language layer. That's the religion layer. We go over to the language layer. Not important at all, just wanted to show you it. Anyways, you see this country been here since like the beginning. Well, shut up. No, you don't. Yep, one of the oldest countries in the world. Vamoose. They're gone. They're dead. So they're dead now. So that's number 1. Now, country number 2. Oh, you see this lovely little country. Oh, they're gonna begin invading into here. I could probably have major cities on, shouldn't I? Yep, what? I'm confused. I'm confused about all that, but I'm just not gonna question it. Anyways, they begin invading here, taking these 3 cities, encircling the city, and then taking it. And eventually, yeah, dead, dead. Bang. Now, number 3. Italy. Who are they going to invade? That is the wrong one. Italy, are you trying to get yourself killed? I'm kidding, they're not invading them. So, so you know what that means. Bang. Does that involve any other countries? No, it does not. Bang. Now let me just. Yep. Now that's 3 out of 4. And what's the last country gonna do? Bulgaria. Well, Scott, first of all, why do you only have like half a city? I will talk while I do this. They can't really invade into Serbia. They have like a treaty with them. Greece is pretty decently strong. And like going here, that's not really like invading, so not really a military thing. So there's only seriously, why are so many areas just disappeared? Like seriously. Like I'm confused. Anyways, like where are they gonna invade? Dunno. You see Albania, that lovely little thing, unless you're Italian and in World War II. Yeah, they've been getting invaded by the Bulgarians, eventually having their north cut off, and eventually having their capital taken. And the peace treaty will look something like this, where we see Bulgaria get this, Albania gets to live and gets these lands. A new nation in the north is established, and surprisingly enough, Greece gains these lands. For a reason there here is just like, hey, we gave you land, so we're cool? Yeah, we're cool. Don't kill us, please. Anyways, where will like Montenegro, where will their capital be? I don't know. Like here. Anyways, like last thing of the episode, because I don't really have like any other ideas. Uh, rankings. Here it is. I'm gonna do it in purple because I like the color purple. Actually, I'm gonna do it like a dark purple. In first, not surprisingly, it's France. Where's your capital? In first, let me just redo that, I guess. In first, whether you think it's surprising or not, it's France. Second, also not really very surprising, it's Franco-Iberia, or like the blue country. In third place, it's Greece. In fourth, no. In fourth, there's not many like other strong countries. Obviously, none over here because this is horrifying. These two are extremely new. Crimea is like and more like an agricultural country. So that leaves one possible nation. In fourth, Denmark. In fifth, Bulgaria. Sixth, Rome. Seventh, Poland. Eighth, England. Ninth, I don't think any of you actually expected this, but it's Poland again. I'm kidding. It's actually Galicia. I think I spelled it right. Like over here, like light blue. And in 10th, I don't know, like Green Ireland. I don't really know. So, yeah, these are the rankings, and this is also the end of the video. So, yeah, I'm purple now. So, yeah, like, don't forget to like and subscribe, I guess. I'm actually gonna do like a subscriber goal. By the end of this year, I think I'm gonna be aiming for, I'm gonna go simple, like 210 subscribers. So yeah, if we can get like 210, that's only 7 subscribers. I'll be like super happy. Mainly because it's divisible by 70. And I kinda like that number. So yeah. Goodbye forever. I'm dying. Hello everyone. I'm still a bit tired from yesterday. I didn't get enough, well, not enough. I didn't get like as much sleep as I normally do on the weekend, but I'm fine with that. So what we're gonna start with, surprisingly, this. And why are we starting with this? Well, I'm glad you asked, Timothy. I don't know, someone called Timothy is probably watching the video, I don't know. Because we see someone get added into the Square Alliance. That person is surprisingly, or not so surprisingly, just so you guys know, 3 out of 4 of the nations on here are top 10 powers, as you can see by France, Bulgaria, and Rome. So they're going to add yet another top 10 power. That top 10 power being, you guys probably didn't expect this, but it's Galicia. So, what the? That's a triangle. Uh, how? Oh, I see how. Right. Square. I'm just gonna like redo this, like this ugly triangle. I mean, this ugly square. There, that's a better square. I'm kidding. There, we see no, we see Galicia join. And now the alliance expands more. Anyways, we're actually going to see some more exploration before anything else. And that exploration is just going to happen everywhere. First of all, in the HCE, I guess that's what I'm going to call it. That's actually inspired by a Norwegian. I'm going to put like his channel in the description because he makes pretty decent stuff. I'm on the wrong layer. I just realized that. God damn it. Hold on. Sorry, I was on the wrong one the whole time. I'm very stupid. But because I'm too lazy to redo everything, you're just gonna have to deal with it. Haha. Square. I think that's all that happened. Anyways, next thing that's happening, exploration just everywhere. Over here in the HC, which is what I'm gonna call it, inspired by a Norwegian. More exploration happens out here. Not just that, but more war. Over here, a rebellious group happens. Also, I changed the color of Taiwan. A a rebellious group. No, that's horrible. A rebellious group pops up down here and begins invading, eventually retaking all their land, as well as invading into these guys. Up here, actually, kind of surprisingly, the rebellious group actually decides to unite with like the northern Chinese country. So we see this fall under them, which also means this is their no, no. You know, I'm making it lighter. Mm, this, oh, that's the same color, that's why. Now this is their invading force, and so is this. Yeah. So yeah, capitals. Their capital can be like right. Oh, they already have capital. Yeah, never mind. I can just stay there. So yeah. Now back over to Asia and Europe. Let me actually go on the layer. Okay, I'm on the right layer. We see more exploration. First of all, Arctic Circle. More exploration happens over here, eventually becoming like all this. They discover this island, as well as like these islands, don't ask how. Some more exploration into Iran, as well as over here, as well as over here. Now it's deadly here, so they kind of just stop. So instead, they begin going south. Eventually, the whole horn is discovered. Well, not the whole horn, well, except like this little area, because I believe this little area is like mountainous. But eventually they will discover it, so yeah, what I just did was useless. So then after this, they begin exploring down here, eventually connecting up with Lake Victoria. I think it's called Lake Victoria. And they begin exploring down this way, eventually discovering these islands, as well as this islands, as well as why not? Why not some of Greenland? I didn't mean to click on Greenland, but sure, Greenland you can be explored. They also discover some of these islands. Just imagine they're not grey. And begin going further down the African coast, as well as a bit into the Sahara. Anyways, we see some new nations being made. The first one being, I lied, it's exploration. Now the first actual country being made is over here. Yeah, Algiers. I think this is where Algiers is. Anyways, the second country being made is this country, which I don't know, I'm gonna call it Carthage. And before like they actually have a proper government, Carthage does some more expanding over to here. And that's definitely not just me fixing the borders. So yeah. The next country being made is idiots, you thought it was gonna be down here in Africa, didn't you? Well, no, it is in Europe. Yeah. I spent like a minute and a half trying to get a good color, but yeah. Yeah. And let me tell you something. I don't know why I made it this color, but I'll tell you that in a moment. We see another nation get formed, and that country's going to be Egypt. Yeah, Egypt's here now. And what can't you have Egypt without? Them. Yeah, I know that there's no real like correlation between like maybe these two, but still, why not? I like the purple. Now, one last nation's gonna be made. Can you guess who it's gonna be? It's Iceland. Yeah, Iceland's here now. So, now what? Well, I'm glad that you've asked, people. We're going back over to here, because a few things are changing. We're kicking Ireland off the list, and you're moving down a place. This feels weird. Oh well. Galicia, you just rotation now. Oh, never mind. Oh, yeah, you did rotation. I don't really know how to fix you, so I'm just gonna undo those. Anyways, who's gonna be the new country? Well, I'm glad that you've asked, people. Right, I don't really have a script, so I can't say I'm glad that you've asked script. Uh, it's the Beneluxian Union. That is a hard word to spell, and I don't know why. Whoa, I can have an I on an A. That's so cool. Also, I know that I like in my most recent, I think it's my most recent community post, like where I said like my like upload schedule. I know Saturday says like 0, but I figured like I'm just gonna make one because I don't think I made one on Thursday, and I only made one yesterday, so it's just like to make up for that. Also, I just want to say like with the exception of like episode 6, not sure why that got so little views compared to everything else. I'm actually doing this series is doing surprisingly well. Like each episode has a minimum of 30 views, except for episode 6. And for me, that was like a high point with my other series. Is like Project Overload. That was a pretty good series, but like that did average like mediocre views, like 40 on an average, and sometimes I'd have like 200. But this one's doing surprisingly well. Like we're averaging like 60, 70. What have I done? I said 6, 7. Anyways, yeah. Enough yapping and back to war. I'm kidding, no wars. Did I actually not just say no wars? Yeah, I'm not actually sure why these guys are invading this time. It's like, not like they have the same language. Well, the northern half does. Anyways, bye-bye. Now, how exactly are they going to split this? Well, they're going to split it like... They're going to split it like this. With these northern guys getting 5 cities. I'm on the wrong layer. Getting 5 cities, and these guys getting to live. So, yeah. Yeah, you get to live. But, these two realize, hey, we've both been fucked up by the outside. So, yeah, they decide to just unite. And I don't know what color, so just give me a moment. This color. Also, I slightly shifted these guys' color just so it doesn't look like they're a puppet. And where are they going to put their capital? Yeah, also, these guys are going to be a dual monarchy. Just like Hungary, Austria. Wait, no, Austria, Hungary. Sorry, I'm stupid. Anyways, yeah. I don't necessarily know what to do next, so yeah. Actually, no, I do know what I want to do next. As I just said, these guys were screwed over. So what do you do when you get screwed over? You get a triangle. And what exactly do I mean by that? Well, I'm glad that you asked. Triangle. Oh! I hope this is a better triangle. Yeah, a better triangle. Yeah, the Triangle Alliance. People joining it are going to be them, the blue team, which is very, very surprising, the Greeks. Actually, I'm just going to slightly change this. They're still going to be here, so I'm going to make it smaller and nearer to their capital. Greece, Iberia, or the Franco-Iberian Union, I should say, as I refer to this. And the last country being, and by last I mean second to last country being England. Oh, wait. Oh, why wasn't shift working? And but now like it is. That was so weird. Anyways, England joins as well as the Beneluxian Union. So yeah, these five countries are making the Tringle Alliance. And you know what Tringle rhymes with? Pringle. But I don't like Pringles. So yeah, that's a fun fact about me, I guess. Anyways, yeah. I guess I'm just gonna like end the video here, I guess, because now I'm completely out of ideas. But I'm not, but like it'll be too much, like all of Greenland, like that'll be a bit too much. So yeah. Yeah, this is actually the end of the video. Don't forget to like and that's the wrong thing. Don't forget to like and subscribe. As I said, I'm aiming for 210 subscribers, I believe I said, by the end of the year, and since my last sub goal, we are how far? 40% of the way. Although last time I checked, we're actually only like a seventh of the way, but either way, we're still pretty close. So either way, yeah. Yeah, this is the end of the video. Dear Lord, 17 minutes. Hope you enjoyed this very. So, yeah. Uh, I don't necessarily. I don't know why, but I feel like ending the video and like just yeah, and then just going feels weird. So have a fun Saturday, unless it's not Saturday for you when you're watching this. Have a good day, anyways. Oh yeah, it's recording. Hello. I just want to show you guys something real quick. I am working on a promises layer. It is not very complete yet. As you can see, like France, the Beneluxian Union, and the British Isles are done, as well as getting close to all of Iberia. I've done the province of Rome, done Albania, and I've, just I don't want just one line for them. Anyways, so that is some countries done, but obviously it's going to take a few episodes because obviously the map is a lot bigger, so it's gonna take a while, and obviously I haven't started since episode 1, so there's a lot of me to actually like make it for. Anyways, enough of the boring stuff. We're gonna be starting again with wars. First of all, I don't actually know. I didn't actually plan this out. So you know what? We are gonna have African exploration, because why not? Oh, that's a dot, not the choose. Okay, got that. Just gonna. Okay, and now it's time. Algiers begins exploring out from Algiers, eventually taking all this. And we also see over here, like like Tunisia or like Carthage begin to expand out. Just color in this. Okay, I colored it in. Anyways, we see here eventually fall over, but then they fall over into a civil war because Carthage isn't very stable. And we will see the civil war borders look like this. And as you can see, yeah, these guys are probably gonna lose because like Carthage just has like they have a lot more cities held in just like their main little area like up here. I'm pretty sure they have more than the whole blue team or like blue purple team has combined. So yeah, let's see who'll lose. These guys instantly move out, eventually taking these cities and cutting these guys in two. These guys cut them again, and eventually this area falls over. We see this area get taken, as well as this area, and this area gets split in two. But while there are some casualties in the west, there's like no cities, and like these guys don't really like affiliate with them, so actually, since they don't affiliate, let's just change the color of it to a more pink color. And now let's change this just to a slightly darker one. There. Anyways, these guys begin pushing, eventually encircle here, and liberate it. Eventually over here, the coast is taken. But even if like people like begin like pushing in, they don't fully get kicked out. So we'll keep that for now. Eventually, all of this section falls, well, obviously except for over here. Eventually, all of this rebellion's taken. But these guys just begin going further. Oh, that's down. But these guys just begin going further and further in, and eventually these guys and like Carthage is just like they're just like just go on, have your independence. We don't need you. So yeah, these guys won the rebellion. And where exactly are they going to put their capital? Um, center their country. Anyways, let's go back to this mess. I think in the episode where I actually talked about this area, like where I introduced like the whole like area over here, I believe I said that this area was important, and I will say why. These guys are like the most well-liked out of everyone here. As you can see, like they haven't been invaded yet. Now, why is there a like a de facto like colony over here? Well, the red team is trying to find better land, more peaceful land. Well, they did it. Yeah, they found this island. And that's essentially it. Like, they found an island. Oh. Wait, why isn't this working? Okay, that's better. Oh, now they know about over here. Oh, now they know about Japan. Eventually, they discover this southern island. Not Ireland. This southern island. And a few more, like, little, like, landings are made over here. One up here. This area's skull, because for some reason I didn't know about it. Don't ask me why. I don't know. And eventually, this whole area, like, coast is known about. And that is where I'm going. Actually, no, I'm not going to end that area, like this part right now. The red team, actually, I'm going to turn up tolerance a bit. The red team colonizes this island and and not necessarily flees, but like, well, no, they do flee and just abandon this area and just live on this island, which is here, and make a little settlement over here. And what do they do with over here? Well, first of all, capital's gone. What the? Anyways, before I actually set up their capital, the first city in this area, after I'd say a year, is made. It's built in this island, and want to know what this island is known as? The Island of Hope, and therefore the City of Hope. Because it brought hope of like a better life, not of complete pain over here. So yeah, their capital is abandoned and is now over here. Over here gains its independence, and I will just make it this pink color because I don't remember the pink over here. That is the wrong one. Oh wait, no, I'm just on the wrong layer, not the wrong like one. That is too high of a tolerance. Yeah, these guys become pink. This guy becomes like a light green. No, not all of it. You become a light green. These guys annex this one. No, not that one. You know what? Yeah, fine. You can have some of it, but only a little bit. Because I'm giving these guys back some of their land, like this. The gold team gets this and this. Blue team gets this. And this, like this is made into a new country, and it will be this blue country. Actually, no, it looks like they're being annexed. Or it, wait, no, that also looks like they're, you know, it's good. No, that's white. That's good enough. Anyways, now back over to here. Yeah, just enjoy your being peaceful for once. Not war-filled, not in the middle of a civil war. Just fun, calm. You're Poland, are you kidding me? Yep, the Polish are invading this yellow country. And, oh, they're dead now. Oh, and they're pink now. Oh, and you're dead now. So yeah, let's just quickly look at the rankings, because you see Poland here. I don't know why I colored in Rome. What the? weird. For some reason it won't like actually work. Let's try that again. Because who knows? Maybe I'm being an idiot. Probably am being an idiot. What? You know what? I'm just gonna just... What? You know, Rome's gone and Poland's gone. And that's because they're swapping. Poland is now 6th. And Rome is now 7th. And I'm just gonna move this over to here. That didn't work. Move this over to... Oh, so now it wants to work! Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I was doing the wrong one. Sorry. Anyways, yeah. We see Rome and Poland have swapped. But now we see... First of all, we're gonna see a bit more exploration down into Africa for, like, the next thing. Because the next thing is going to be pretty important. Actually, let me just think. Yeah, I'd say it's good enough. Anyways, what? Oh, I see. So we see further exploration into Africa going pretty well. Eventually, they figure out about all of this. And eventually, like, all the stuff around this lake. Eventually, laptop's going to die. Oh god, don't die, please. Yay. Anyways, eventually they discover down to here. And I'm just gonna make this border look a bit better because it looked kind of ugly. Okay, that looks better. Let me see some further exploration down here. No, I didn't select that. I did this and then did this, which means now it looks like this. Anyways, now they know about over here. I'd say there's probably been some further exploration into the desert, probably. So now they know about here, and regarding right over here, let's just say they've figured out about all this, I don't know. Okay, now the one last exploration, not exclamation, or well, no, there is technically an exploration, but a major world discovery. Let me just, I don't even know what I'm doing. You see the French over here. I don't know why ranking is still on. They were going to go to their good old buddy chum friend, buddy chum pal of Iberia. However, on their way to their good old buddy chum friend, buddy chum pal of Iberia, I'm gonna actually like use the water there for once. They were going, and they went from just over here. They were going down, went into blue team waters for a bit, just like resupply, and then we're going down. That is, they began going down, but eventually, like hurricane or something, wildly off course, they go up this way, go past Ireland. So then they're like, okay, we're near Ireland, but obviously now they're over here. So they just begin sailing in what they believe is this way, but it's actually in this way. They begin going north, but think they've gone too far north, and think that they might accidentally like just go off course into Norway, which they don't want to go. Because like these guys don't really like Norway, not sure why, they just don't. So they begin going further south. A lot south. Now they're like on par with Iberia. on with Galicia. So if they just wanted to go this way, they could have. Obviously, they don't know. So they begin going here. Eventually, they reach here, and they reach over here. And mankind have just discovered America. And eventually, after like 5 years, all this is discovered, and they have enough fuel to go back. And now they have told not only their government, because it wasn't just people from here, it was also people from Franco-Iberia, the Benelux, Denmark. They've told all of them about this trip, and now they're slightly confident on how to get there. And now people begin going over to the America, to the to the Americas to colonize. And I'm going to end you there. This is the second longest video, I just realized that. Anyways, later. I paused the video, I don't know why.